I'm Joshua Weissman, and this is everything that I eat in a day. The first thing I do when I wake up is I probably to the bathroom or check my phone at the same time, probably, both at once. And then normally I'll go straight to the gym. This is the first time in my life that I've ever gotten a personal trainer. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I lost over 100 pounds when I was 16. So I know my way in and out of a gym, but I decided to take it a little step further, get a trainer, and do something a little more advanced. Shout out to Noor, if you're watching, NJ. He's great, and he scares me sometimes because he's a big man. The first thing that I eat in the morning is, well, sometimes nothing. Sometimes I try to get in like a piece of toast and maybe a protein shake, but other than that, usually nothing. And water, lots of water. Water is good for you, remember. If I'm gonna have breakfast, normally I'll have like 4 eggs, maybe a couple pieces of toast, but you see, I do something very special with my eggs. Now, I know I do a lot of fancy things and with my chef background and everything like that, but on a regular day, let's be honest, we all just wanna chill and have something that's good for us and satisfies us quickly. So normally I'll get a nonstick pan, throw in some olive oil or butter or whatever, a little bit, and then I'll crack all 4 of my eggs in one layer so that they're not like on top of each other. Let them sit and fry, and just before, like just right when they're still runny and the whites are almost completely set, I'll add some cheese, like some Gruyere, grate that on top, and then fold it like an omelet, put it on the plate, so it's like a fried egg omelet. So when you cut into it, you get the runny yolks, but you also get the stretchy cheese. That's breakfast. I'm a big coffee drinker. I think the last time I had tea was when I was like 12 and I had a tummy ache and my mom gave me chamomile tea and it made me sleepy. And all I know is what I drink, I do not want to make me sleepy. I want to feel it deep in my veins. This is my coffee shop order. If I'm going to a coffee shop, maybe I make it home. Quad shot iced latte, 16 ounce, whole milk. It's the right strength and flavor, and it's the right strength and caffeination too. But you know, it's not always just about caffeine. I can't go to a coffee shop and have bad tasting coffee just to get my fix. I will go to the ends of the earth to find the right place that knows how to pull a good shot. Once I've eaten breakfast, I've had my coffee. The first thing that I'll do after all that is I'll go upstairs to my office, which we're in right now, and I'll check my emails. I'll see what I have to do for the day. I always fill out my to-do list the day before. This is a game changer. If you fill out your to-do list the night before and it's done, then you can wake up and not have to be stressed about like, what am I doing today? It's all there laid out in front of you. I feel like probably most people know that. For some reason, it's an epiphany for me. And then once I do that, then depending on what I'm doing, I might be filming food that day, I might be testing recipes that day, I might be working on a cookbook that's coming soon. That was a plug. I mean, I pretty much work. I work every day. And not like I'm flexing because I'm like, the grind never stops, 100. Yes, that, but also I enjoy what I do. I think that's a big thing for most people is you should love what you do so much that you can't help but do it every darn day. So once lunchtime swings around the corner, if it's a really busy day, sometimes I skip lunch. I try not to do that, but if I am skipping lunch, I might have a big dinner later. Now, if I am gonna eat lunch, normally I'll do one of 2 things. I will have already meal prepped something. I'll have already cooked something and I'll toss it together and I'll fry it up in a pan, or maybe I'll, look, let's be honest. If you're busy and you've pre-made your meal, sometimes you just toss it in the microwave and eat it. I know. Oh my God, he does it. Now, if I'm not doing that and it's a really busy day, but I wanna get my lunch in, then, look, sometimes you just gotta order DoorDash. Which, by the way, for all the restaurant homies that are out there or people who love and appreciate their local restaurants, please order to go if you can. If I didn't, I will say one thing. If I chose not to eat lunch, I will have probably like 3 or 4 miniature snacks throughout the day. That could be anything from like maybe a piece of sourdough bread that I baked, slice it off, toast it, throw some avocado. I'll hit it with some flaky salt, some lemon zest, lemon juice, and then finely chopped chives, and then a glug of olive oil. That is a perfect snack every time. If that's not what I'm going for, then honestly, there's one thing that I can't let go, and I don't think I ever will let go. I will find a way to fit cereal in. Frosted Flakes, number 1. The king, the CEO. And then the second would be Cheerios. Those 2, and I know that's like, some people are like, Cheerios, bro. I like Cheerios. So Cheerios and Frosted Flakes, I'll just grab handfuls and then like eat and work. Like I'll stir a pot. More strategic than that, but I'll stir a pot and eat Cheerios. All right, so let's say it's dinner time, right? Dinner time can be anywhere between 7 and 10 p.m. I try to eat before then because once 10 p.m. comes around, you wanna just go to bed at that point, let's be honest. Now, if I'm making dinner, I'll either spend that time meal prepping the food, so I'll make a big batch of like proteins, I'll get the sous vide out, I'll sous vide a bunch of chicken. By the way, this is a great tactic. If you're a busy person, but you wanna have like fresh cooked meals, get a sous vide, please get a sous vide and get a vacuum sealer. You just vacuum seal like 6 chicken breasts with a marinade or whatever you want in there. You drop it in, you sous vide, you pull it out, you cool it down, and then you've got a ton of meats that you can pull out and sear, and they're perfectly cooked within a couple minutes. Normally for me, it's just like, it's one of those sous vide proteins plus a sauteed vegetable. Last night I had bok choy that I stir fried in a wok, but you can do any sauteed or roasted vegetable, and steamed rice, which, by the way, you should be cooking in a rice cooker, just as a note. My beverage of choice for every meal is usually water. I feel like dinner time is the time that I try to catch up in my water consumption, so I drink a lot of water, but if I'm feeling the vibe, I don't mind a nice glass of, whiskey or bourbon or something in that vein. I did try my first sort of real deal tequila that is actually sippable on rocks, and it was quite the experience. Some foods that I might typically avoid would be most fast foods. I mean, my background of like losing over 100 pounds when I was 16, it's just like something that I can't ever bring back in. But then the second thing is it never satisfies me. I always feel physically bad. The one exception is In-N-Out. Given my background in sort of cooking professionally, I don't really avoid that many ingredients. I'll eat pretty much anything, and I've eaten some pretty strange things, like bull penis. Can I even say that? Can I say bull penis? But my point is I'll try almost anything and I won't usually avoid it, but if there's one single item that I'll avoid, it is blue cheese. And anyone who knows me, they deeply understand that. I think my favorite food city would be this. Now this is limited based off of where I've gone. There are a couple places that I still need to visit, but my 2 favorite food cities of all time are easily New York and Austin, Texas. Now in Austin, I have a couple of favorite restaurants. I worked at Uchiko for a number of years as a lead cook, and so naturally that's gonna be one of my favorite places. I know, I have a bias. But there are a couple sort of hidden gems that not everyone knows about. Now, people know about the fine dining ones like Uchiko, but all the local Austinites know this one, and it is 888 Pan Asian Restaurant, all right? It will never let you down. They are the kings. Now in New York, I would say some of my favorite restaurants in New York are some of the more upscale ones. I do love Blue Hill. Every time I go there, I try to make it to Blue Hill. It's an amazing experience. If you've never gone, you need to go. I've never been to 11 Madison. I desperately want to go, and I was actually supposed to go this year, but haven't for obvious reasons. But I'd also like to add that a bodega meal is almost equally satisfying if you're in the right mindset. When I'm cooking anything, it depends on what frame of mind I'm in. Honestly, one of the things that I really miss cooking is sort of doing more refined fine dining stuff and doing the intricate plating. That I really, really enjoy. I enjoy the art of cuisine. I enjoy making food look beautiful and taking it a step above and looking at every single element. But when I'm with my family, just a good old-fashioned steak and a couple sides, because it's easy, it's delicious, and it's so satisfying when you're basting that steak with that butter and it's foamy and you got the garlic smelling great, and it's the right way to go. And that is everything that I eat in a day. Be sure to check me out on YouTube, Joshua Weissman, and I'm also gonna be releasing a cookbook in the near future, so keep your eyes peeled.